All right, guys, welcome back to Mad Ginger Customs. Today we're gonna work on Jess's 64 F100. It does run, but it runs like a bag of trash. What we did find was, let me get you in here. Intake manifold. When this thing's running, you can shut the throttle blade all the way shut. It still runs, and I'm like, no matter what I do, I cannot get it to idle well. I can't get it to run properly. So I took some carb clean throttle body spray, sprayed it along the runners, and everything leaks. Every single port on this intake, every port leaks vacuum. So it's running super lean. I took it up the street. This thing's got no power, and it gets hot quick because I think it's so lean. So what Jess is gonna do today, and what I'm gonna do today, is we got some intake manifold gaskets. So we're gonna put these in. We're gonna pull this radiator out because this thing is leaking. We got some Chinese hot rod aluminum piece of garbage I think we're gonna use. So we're gonna throw a new thermostat in it. We're gonna throw new heater hoses in it. We're just gonna bypass the heater core. The heater core does leak. That's gonna be a whole nother video. They don't make a heater core for this truck. So there's one company that makes it's like 400 bucks. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make it a one work that's only $35, and there's a couple fittings you buy and I think fits right in there. So we'll do that at a later date. So we're gonna get after it. We're getting this taken apart. She is gonna get in here. What is the first thing we do when we're working on a car?
Disconnect the battery.
Disconnect the battery. Guys, I can't tell you how many times, I mean, I've done this myself. I know you guys have done this. You're working on something and you move something and you, yeah, there's a spark. Yep. Guys, disconnect your battery. Okay? So, that's what we're gonna do right now. Before we arc things out, because we're gonna be in that vicinity. There we go. And guys, if this, for safety's sake, when you have a hot cable, you want it to be red. And when you have a ground cable, you want it to be... You don't want it to be red. This should be black, right? Hackery. This whole truck is hackery. All right. Jess is now going to try to get in here. Hold on.
Oh, it's leaking already.
Well, yeah, that's good. Open it.
All the way?
Yeah, it's going to go into the frame. Is it going into the bucket?
Kind of. It's dribbling over into the bucket.
All right, that's fine.
Ugh.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario? Greta's gonna get mad at you, right? So, what you want to do is open up the radiator cap that your hand's on. Push down and twist. Push down and twist. You may need two hands because you're tiny. Push down and twist.
I don't have any grip for that.
Oh, look at her struggle. Look at her struggle.
That's not funny.
No, your arms are pretty ripped for someone who can't get a radiator cap off.
I don't have any, like...
Oh, let me...
Hold on. My hands are slippery.
Oh, okay.
It's...
Try harder!
I'm not even moving it.
Okay, hold on.
Start it.
Hold on, let me... oh, there we go.
Come on.
Oh, don't worry, I got it.
Come on.
Oh, it's...
Move the bucket. I could have moved it.
Oh, yeah. Get it, Greta, get it.
How dare you move it?
Guys, we'll drink that later. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Look how dirty it is. Did you look in the radiator? It was like a film of crap. Guys, this truck sat for years when I brought it home, and the valve train on the other side was in a box. We brought it home with the valve train in a box. The guy says, yeah, it's got a bent push rod. If you just throw a push rod at it, probably will run. I'm like, what? I'm like, do you know why push rods bend?
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
And he goes, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. So, you know, doing the right thing, I just bought a push rod, fired it in there, rotated it around, waited for something to crack or break. It didn't. Set the valve lash and the thing, it runs. But like I said, intake leaks so bad that we're gonna fix it. And it's gonna run right. And then Jess, over here, is gonna do burnouts with this truck.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we got the intake out. I would love to tell you that I could tell by the gasket. I mean, it looks like it was leaking here and at the top on that one. There's a random nut in there.
What's that?
That's something. We have to clean all that out.
Looks like gum.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to scrape all this, and then we're gonna have to scrape the bottom of this intake. The carburetor's full of gas, so we're just gonna make a giant mess, but whatever. Oh, that's not too bad.
Stuck.
Don't hit your head.
Well, I can't get out of the truck and hold it at the same time.
Okay, we made
Ow!
it.
And I hit my head.
This thing weighs 100 pounds. Jess has the radiator. And this is one of those like Amazon aluminum jobs. I don't even know if it's the right one, to be honest with you.
Great.
That's on that side. No, that looks right. That's on that side. We'll figure that out. We got intake ports on the head all cleaned up. We vacuumed it out. We also scraped this off, scraped this off. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the intake back in on the new gaskets, and then we're gonna put the water outlet on it with the new hose, thermostat, gasket. So what we did was chased a couple of these threads in the intake, because a couple of them are bad, pulled the stud right out of the head, so we had to screw them back into the head, you know, with the nut on nut trick and zip, bang, zoom, all done. So what we're going to try to do is drop this thing back down straight. I don't think you have to use any gasket sealer on this. This has a valley pan. The valley pan's really not leaking. So we're going to try to grab the intake. All right. So, this is cast. It's heavy as hell. I am borderline elderly with 2 bad shoulders. How do you think this is gonna go?
Do you want me to get up there?
Well, it has to go down flat, straight. There's no way to center it. We kind of have to guess, right? Kind of like so. I think that's about right. How are these looking?
This one looks like it.
What about this one?
Nope.
Which way? Backwards?
Yep. That looks good.
Yeah?
I can't see really this side, but... No, that looks good.
That's okay?
I think so.
So these went down in here, right?
Yep. This one.
Yeah, so we're trying to center it with the bolt. So you kind of wiggle the bolt around. Is it starting the thread?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of them, but that's for, I think, the back.
Nice.
No, definitely not that. That's for the back.
Okay, yeah, because it was on this side.
So the one in the back is basically the taller of the two.
How about this?
That looks like could be a front. It's painted red though.
It's going in nicely.
I know, but the problem is the depth. You don't want to bottom her out in there, you know what I mean? You don't want to go too deep.
Excuse me?
Well, I don't see anything else on this side that would be that.
This one definitely goes here. So that one right there next to the breather.
That?
Yeah, it goes here on this side.
Back.
Yeah, don't drop the washer. You already did.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you put that?
Basically goes here.
Here?
Yeah. It has to go on an angle, you know? Okay. And then these are the spreaders, right? So they have to go
I'm just
across
putting
the
it in a little
intake.
bit. Right?
Yeah. We're gonna torque it down.
Hey, you did this side, not me.
Well,
I did that side.
Okay. Switch sides. Get off the bumper.
No, I'm telling you that if you don't know where that bolt is.
This is a coil bolt.
You did that side.
This is, where the hell did this come from? Looks like a header. This is a header bolt.
Again, I did not do that.
Wait,
side.
you didn't take this off, did you?
I didn't do this side.
Maybe this was just here. Here's the nut. Here's another nut. So we're just going to use this to run them down. We're not using this to torque them. This thing does not make any torque at all. So. Wow, that's hot.
You can have them in the sun.
Are you effing stupid?
That is the surface of the sun. Hot. Wow, that's so hot. That's so hot. We're going to go in a circle, starting from the inside, going out and spiral out. Like this. Snug. Not crushing. We're going to have to do this 3 times. That one. And then we're going to move to the other side and do those 2. And then spread those out. And then go to the other side. Did you hear my elbow pop?
No.
That means it's torqued to perfection. As soon as your elbow pops, guys, it's tight. I don't know what the torque spec is on these, but I think as tight as you can is probably good enough.
That doesn't. Okay.
Like that.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Yes! That's tight. That's tight. Okay.
These are bolts and stuff.
Well, you know, they're in the way. So they get hucked. Okay. And then one last one here. Okay, she's tight like a tiger. So at this point, if it leaks, guys, we got some warpage. And the intake will have to get sent out, or I'm not sending the heads out, we'll just pull the motor. This thing huffs like a crop duster as it is. A little bit of gasket maker. You don't gotta go crazy. We just want this thing to stick on here. I'm not actually building a gasket with it.
It stinks.
I stink too.
Oh, I smell that.
Oh, need a thermostat in there. Helps if you put the thermostat in. This is a 160, guys. We're not too much concerned about how, you know, how much heat are you gonna have in the winter? Who gives a crap? She's not driving C in the winter. Oh, and just so you guys know, I have my safety sandals on again.
I like to party.
You know, because there were so many comments about that. Get some shoes on. Oh, yes. I mean,
no, men don't wear sandals.
Or men don't wear sandals. I mean, what does my hot-ass wife think about sandals? Do you like sandals?
Sure.
There it is.
I mean, I have the same ones.
Oh, they're women's sandals. I have women's underwear on too, but they don't have to know that.
Okay.
My thong's riding up right now.
Ugh. Gross.
Disgusting. He's disgusting. Did he just say he's wearing a thong? Someone put it in the comments. This gasket maker is probably too old to use. We just want it to be sticky. There. This has to go on at the same time as the bypass hose, right? So this goes on here, like so. And somebody put these monstrosity clamps on here, but I guess I'm gonna have to use them, that's all I got. And then we're gonna fire it in the front. And she fits. Now all we have to do is find the bolts that went there, which I have no idea which ones those are.
Again, I did not take those off.
I mean, allegedly, you did not take those off.
Nope.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Fire this thing back in. There we go. How about this side? Nope. Oh, it did. Guys, remember, when you're doing stuff like this, always proper torque specs, right? Swedish torque specs. You want these things good and tight, right? Or as we say, too tight's broke, right? So this is the correct length now, so we can, you know, sock these down. We can socky it to me, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
What about all that hose?
All the hose? All
Yeah.
this hose?
Yes.
I think we're gonna bypass it for now.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna make a loop right here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna pull this out of the way because we still need to do the heater core, and I don't wanna fill the thing with antifreeze, right? So we're gonna get the radiator in it. We're gonna get the coil back down on it. There's something wire disconnected over there. That is for the choke.
Yeah, you pulled that.
And we gotta get the vacuum advance.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a tube that goes into the back and it comes to the front here. That has to be some type of emissions vent, crankcase breather or something. Maybe that's why this thing smokes. Maybe this thing's messed up. No, that's easy to fix later on. Every flathead screwdriver is gone. Perfect.
Yep. We used those very early on. Is this one? Nope, Phillips.
That's Johnny Phillips.
Yep, not helpful.
It might have been something I hucked off the side.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, there is one in the grass. I saw it.
Perfect. See, I knew it.
We'll run it over with the mower later.
I'll just fire it against the house. We'll find that screwdriver when it's embedded in the house. Perfect. So, is it hot out here?
Yep.
I'm fairly sweaty.
Yep.
Man, I'm sweaty. You're tiny, and you're sweating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just because I'm a fat guy.
You're fatter in person.
You know? It's because it's a sweaty day. I can already feel the sunburn
Yeah, my arms are red.
blazing on my back of my neck.
Mm-hmm.
On my back neck. All right, so this thing has some mud in it. Ultimately, I think we could have put the intake back down and then sprayed in there, but I mean, honestly, we're still gonna get the majority of it out, so let's just see how much mud comes out of it. Oh, that's not that bad. It's already coming out. Let's get all that antifreeze out of there. Check this thing out. Oh yeah, all the mud. There we go. Heater core is no good in the truck, so we will get to that. So we're just bypassing it with a loop right here, just so the water will circulate through. So I guess it wasn't too much full of mud. This motor has clearly been out of the truck. Obviously somebody either did a Craigslist rebuild on it, or they actually rebuilt it. I don't know. It's a Y block. It's pretty old, so maybe somebody spent the time and rebuilt it. So what we got left is radiator, hook up the hoses, booster. Let's go get the booster hooked up. If I got enough hose left on this. Sing it, honey.
No.
Say it.
No.
I got hose. I got hose. In different area codes. No? Okay.
No.
Just me. All right. Now, we're gonna put that radiator in that you so graciously removed for us. What's the chance that this thing is not gonna leak?
It's so shiny.
Shiny like honey.
Mm.
Where was this made?
China?
China.
Let's say China. China. China.
Take the plugs out, do yourself a service, pay attention to what you're doing. We're obviously not using these because that's for a automatic flavor, which we don't have. All right. Well, does it fit? Man, it's close.
Close?
Where's the holes? I hate speed nuts. Swell a freaking bolt into it, or a nut into it. For crying out loud! Oh boy. Well, that's not even remotely close now, is it? Does that seem straight to you?
Can't tell.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Here.
Should clear the hood.
Does it stick up higher than the other one?
This one's technically deeper, like wider than the other one.
Hmm.
It's more cores. 4 doors, more cores. You know what I mean? Where's your other hole? Is your other hole higher or lower? It's lower. I got it. What size were these? 9/16?
Yes.
19/74. That looks apropos.
I think it's on the other side.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna use the. Guys, this thing's not Milwaukee. It's like one of them Amazon knockoffs. But I'll tell you what, it does the job. You know, you are not in any way gonna break anything off with it. It doesn't have Milwaukee torque, but it's a wrist saver. You know what I mean? Like, save your wrist. That is not tight because it's crooked.
That's why I said I can't tell from where I am.
Yeah.
It's straight.
It seems halfway okay. What's the worst case scenario? You get 3 in it. So what do they say? If 3 wouldn't hold it, 4 never would. Sometimes you hold the camera, and I have no idea even what you're looking at.
You?
I don't think so. You get like lost when you're doing that, like. You can't crush these, guys. Speed nuts do not like to be over tightened. Good enough. She's taunt. I can't get that. What the hell are we gonna do there?
I had to climb in there to do that.
I'm a large fellow.
I can do it?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Because you're tiny. You have little tiny hands. This is like,
Yeah.
that is like the surface of the sun.
I was leaning
Oh
on it
yeah, it's hot.
before.
Oh shit. Got her on. We don't want Jess to get stuck on the side of the road.
No.
How many of you guys would stop to help Jess if she was on the side of the road? Looking all helpless. You're not helpless, are you? Put the elephant on there. Wow, that is not good. This should have came out farther. We're gonna need a new hose for this immediately. But for right now,
Great.
yeah, she's taut. Doesn't need to be this stretched. You don't want to stretch your hose. Why are you always laughing at me? People in the comments laugh at me all the time. They think it's funny. It's insulting. They're angry. Where's your boots, sir? Why aren't you wearing OSHA approved footwear, Mr. Mad Ginger Custom? I don't know. This is just ripped off like that. Where's my $7,000 scissors? Man, you guys want a good pair of scissors.
Special scissors.
These are Crescent Wiss, titanium coated. I got these at Home Depot. Tell you what. I'll tell you what. Man, those things, those are something. And then this goes right down into the overflow bottle. She's probably a thirsty girl. So, we're gonna go 1 gallon of concentrate, gallon of water, and then vice versa. All right, so we're buttoned up. We got 2 gallons in it. It'll take way more than that. We just gotta pump it through once the thermostat opens and we get that water pump moving. So it may not run at all now because the carb was so out of whack before. You know what, maybe we should just turn in the mixture screws now because it was so crazy before and it wouldn't run unless it was like, it had a ridiculous amount of fuel. Oh yeah, that's all the fuel. Okay, so that's bottom. So it's half, 1, half. I don't know if this one has 2, does it? No, it does. Yep. All the fuel. So that's half, 1, 1.5 on each one. And I guess we'll see, we'll try it like that and we don't have to adjust it. It's a nice seat in here. Who did this seat?
No.
Take it out of gear. The seat is way too far up for me.
Well, it's for me.
Alright guys, so I had to reset the whole carb. I'm assuming because there was not any vacuum leaks now. So basically I'm like 2 1/4 turns out on the mixture screws, adjusted the idle. It should sit here, but this, guys, this motor's hurt. We were running it, this thing smokes. So she's a crop duster. Romp on it. Give it a couple whacks. Let the people see. We're gonna probably have to put a motor in it. Yeah, guys, both sides. I don't think that's valve seals. I mean, this thing hasn't run. This thing hasn't warmed up ever fully. So I don't know what's in it. We might just have to run it and we'll run on the street. We'll throw some Restore in. Oh, you're sad? Oh. We'll put a motor in it. It's fine.
Still have it.
Maybe we'll go right now. We're going to get the coolant situation squared away. And maybe we'll just take it. Jess can take it around the block. And then we'll tear it apart again. Oh, so sad. Well, I guess here goes nothing. We'll see. How confident are you? 0 out of 10.
4.
4?
Yeah.
It's way more than I think. Oh, I think this thing's a 2-stroke.
Oh boy.
Went into gear. Can't see nothing.
Alright, don't hit anything backing out.
Thanks, Mommy.
You got lots of vehicles.
Okay. Don't hit the Honda. I actually have to drive that one. Do we have brakes?
Oh geez.
Kinda, not really. Kinda have brakes.
Scary.
Yeah, I don't know about these brakes either, man. Oh, it doesn't have power steering.
Oh, the tree.
It's just a tree.
Yeah, I'm over.
Don't worry about that.
Oof.
Trying to make sure we can stop.
And get over this hump in our driveway. That's squealing.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh, that's the window and the door.
Oh.
It's okay. We have brakes. Steering wheel's upside down. Yeah. It says we're doing 50.
No way.
There's no way. We're doing like 20.
20.
No, we're not even going 25. Wow. This thing is a crop duster. Well, it's definitely all over the road. Look at the speedo. Look at the speedometer. We are going 15 or 20 maybe.
And it's like 70,
Yeah.
80, 90.
Yeah. I mean, this is like 1600 RPM. It definitely feels like it's missing a cylinder. I think I'm going to spin it around right here and bring it back.
Yes.
I do not feel comfortable.
That sounds like a good plan.
None of this is comfortable. Let's see if it'll idle. Oh, that is a non-synchronized first gear. Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Good my way.
doesn't matter, I'm going anyway.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, off into the ditch.
Oh my god.
I don't think this is even running on 7. This feels like it's running on 6. We're definitely gonna have to pull the plugs. She's a little squirrely Dan on the steering. The shifter's good though, man, that shifter's nice. Look, I put the shifter in, I put dual stainless exhaust on it without even, just assuming that it would run decent, but you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. I can still use the exhaust, I'll just have to mate something else to it. Alright.
Find a gear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh.
There it is.
Okay, well at least we made it back.
I mean, did we? Did the blinkers work? Can't tell.
Okay. Whoa!
That's just a tire locking up. That's okay.
Whoa!
Ugh. Alright, so, what do we know? We know that this is not going to be driven anytime soon. And that makes you sad. It's a big
Yes.
sad face.
Very sad.
I'm going to do a full brake conversion on this, probably disc brakes. You know what we should do? Oh, is it huffing still?
A little bit, yeah.
A lot. All right.
Oh, it smells too.
All right, guys, this is pretty much a fail. This truck's gonna need significantly more work before Jess can drive it. Probably just gonna put in something different, maybe find a 302. Either with a 5-speed or an automatic. Do you want this to be a stick, or do you want this to be an automatic?
I don't really care. Just want to drive it.
Okay. And we're gonna do disc brake conversion in the front. And maybe we'll just do disc in the back, and we'll put all disc brakes on it all the way around. That way it stops well. And that's what we'll do. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Mad Ginger Customs. We're gonna evaluate what we need to do with this engine. I don't wanna give up on this Y block. It's a good motor. We just gotta figure out why it's excessively burning oil. The rings might come around. We might have to put some miles on it. I might put some Marvel Mystery Oil in it, you know, slosh it up a bit. Maybe some of the engine restore. That stuff, you know, a little bit of snake oil in the motor, and we'll see if we can't bring it around like that, just so Jess can drive it. Master cylinder's got an issue. It's brand new. It doesn't seem like it's putting any fluid to the front of the truck, so I think we're gonna do a disc brake conversion right off the rip. We're just gonna buy a disc brake conversion, and then we'll figure out the master or replace it. What I would like to do right now is shout out to the guys who did the buy us a coffee link in our descriptions. YKT054, he didn't leave his name. He bought a coffee. Mike Hill bought a coffee. Montgomery bought 5 coffees for us, so thanks so much. And then Ralph came in clutch with 10 coffees. So guys, that's basically just a donation to the channel. We're gonna use it for parts. You know, we're not out, you know, buying, you know, alcohol and cheap women with it. We put it all back into the channel, that couple dollars that goes there. And at the end of the day, we're gonna get Jess in this truck. And
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching, guys.